Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mika. Before you do anything, per usual, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share if you like to. Join the family so that you don't miss out on a single thing that your girl is over here doing. Um, okay, today I'm coming to you very transparent, very just fresh faced, no makeup on, no nothing. My hair is wrapped up. In my comfort zone because I wanted to give you all my story on my battle with anxiety. And I want to come to you all with the story not as if to put my business out on the forefront. Um, that kind of stuff doesn't worry me. I've always been a very open person about things, but it's more of a way for me to try to help anybody that is going through or battling any kind of anxiety and or depression, and it hopes to provide you some comfort and to let you know that I support you and I understand you, and that this is something that is terribly overlooked in the Black community especially. um, I was clinically diagnosed with anxiety and maybe some depression probably about 2.5 years ago, maybe. um, I was at a point in my life where I was continuing to deal with a nigga that meant me no good. Um, Someone who we've gone back and forth with since I was 16 and he was 17, and it just was much wasted time, much wasted time. So going back and forth with that. Also, I was in a process of purchasing my first home. I was finishing up a college degree, and I lost my grandfather. My grandfather was like my dad. And it is for anybody that has experienced a loss that great and that profound for someone who had been a huge part of your life, um, it's earth shattering. And I was going through that all at one time. On top of that, I have always been a hustler. I am a therapy director. Many of you know I'm an occupational therapist. So I'm a director, so I run a department. Plus, I do PRN work for about 3 different companies. So I leave my first full-time job and I go to this facility or I go to this other facility who may have patients for me to see. So I was steady, like being just I was losing myself. And I went to the doctor. I love my doctor. I went to her, we talked about it, and the first thing she did was, because she thought I was getting ready to have an anxiety attack. I think I was, because I remember I was having like heart palpitations, and I just couldn't make heads or tails of life. And I've never felt, and I'll say this, I've never ever felt the point of despair to where I would ever do something to myself. It was never that bad, but I will say I needed some kind of intervention. I needed something because it was starting to become hard for me to manage at work. Everything was bothering me. I was quick-tempered, shed tears like that, just so much. So I go to the doctor because I'm like, I gotta do something. I don't know if I'm going to cardiac arrest or if this is truly anxiety. And she felt it was anxiety, depression, because of everything that was going on. So she started by putting me on 2 medications, you all. The one medication is an anti-anxiety and it helps with depression. And she said it was supposed to help me sleep at night. I've never been good at sleeping at night. Then she also put me on Xanax for a short term. because I was in a acute, like, flare-up stage, if you will. I will say that that was probably the worst thing I could have ever done. I am not a big proponent of medication. I don't like medication. I believe in natural remedies, things of that nature, but we'll come back to that. So I was put on the medications. The Xanax, if many of you all don't know, that is a written script. You don't get refills for that. So once that fill is out, you have to get a written script for it again. They will not refill that for you. So I had I think I had enough for 12 doses of the Xanax. The other medication, I don't like how it was making me feel. I stopped taking that cold turkey. Never stop taking your anti-anxiety medications cold turkey. I stopped that. The 12 doses I had of the Xanax. After I was done with the Xanax, it was maybe on the third day that I was done with it, I started feeling crazy. I was having dry mouth. I was having these things that are like, it feels like electric jolts through your body. I call them zingers. I would just be out walking around or working or in the house doing something, and I'm feeling like shocks to my body. My vision blurry. I said, what the hell is this? So I called my doctor to let her know how I was feeling and get an appointment, and that the Xanax was out. And the medical assistant there tells me, oh, your doctor is on vacation, but you can come see one of her associates. Me being stubborn, no, I'm only going to see Dr. Kara. I'll see her when she comes back. I can handle this. I'm comfortable with my doctor. I didn't want to see an associate. None of that. Stubborn. All the while, I'm kind of subconsciously thinking, I'm having withdrawals from this medication this quick, but I'm going to fight this and get through it. So, you guys, I'm out one day in Target going shopping. I walk into Target and the fluorescent lights in the store triggered me badly. It triggered me badly. And when I tell you all, I could not hardly see. My vision had went so blurred in the store. The vertigo, the dizziness, I felt like I was about to lose it in the store. I had to leave. I was trying to talk to myself in the aisle, y'all, to calm myself down. You're fine. Everything's okay. This is something you're dealing with. You can get through it. I could not. I had to leave my items in the cart, and I had to run out of the store to get air because I thought I was suffocating. I was legit having a panic attack in the middle of a Target, and this is when I knew something has got to change. I'm calling my mom. I'm talking to her. Trying to like get some kind of composure about myself. I had settled down. But I was going through this at work. My staff can even tell you right here today, they had no clue I was going through any of this. How I was still managing and functioning, you guys, I don't know. But I was having these same feelings and issues at work, managing everything but unraveling to the core. So the doctor comes back. I tell her everything that happened. She's upset that I didn't see her associate because she's like, you could have went into seizures. You cannot stop any kind of psychotropic, any anti-anxieties. You can't stop those kind of medications cold turkey. So I told her I'm not ever getting on a Xanax. Don't ever give me that again. So we discontinued that. She changed and started me on something else. The lowest dose of anti-anxiety. She started me on that. So I've been taking that, and I will honestly say that it has helped me to get through that really rough patch of life when I had lost my papa, and everything was going on. It did help me get through that. I'm not going to lie. However, I still to this day feel like getting on that medication was the worst thing I could have done in my life. I have now found a counselor, a black woman counselor, who I'm sure that any race, you have your credentials and whatsoever, you're probably great at what you do. I'm not judging that, or I'm not trying to be prejudiced. However, I want someone who can understand me culturally and get what it feels like being a black woman in America, and who truly gets it. So for me, I feel as though that should have been the first thing my doctor ordered versus chemical, versus a medication. And that's for me. Again, I can't tell anybody else that's going through this battle what to do, but I'm not a proponent of medication. I am currently at a point where I'm trying to get weaned off the medication, but my physician won't do it until she sees that I have had really good things set in place to help me battle with anxiety via the counselor. So once she feels like those are in place, then they're going to start weaning me off the medication, which I cannot wait. I cannot wait. The reason I will say that I feel like it was the worst thing in the world is because there has been times where I've been on vacation. If many of y'all watch or are familiar with my channel, you know I stay going somewhere. I don't let no grass grow under my feet. So I'm on vacation and I forget to take my meds with me. Legit 24 hours of not having the medication, my one pill, the lowest dose. Those zingers, those shocks started. The vision starts getting blurry. I felt like a dope fiend. And when I tell you all, and I'm being completely transparent, when I tell you I can understand why heroin addicts and drug addicts and all that, like, they get sick and need that medication, it is a true physical manifestation. And it is a terrible feeling that you just have no control over your body. It's horrible. So I don't like that feeling, which is why I really want to get weaned off. 2, I feel like I'm now able to cope with things better. And 3, there are times when I feel like the medication has made me numb. That's the good and bad of it. It's made it to where things that would normally bother me don't, but things that should and that I should shed tears for or feel something about, I don't. And I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel. We need to feel. I've also sometimes, even on its lowest dosage, I get drowsy. I have probably gained 30 pounds since I've been on it. Not fine. It's time's out for it. So I will also say that for me, my coping mechanism, and everybody who knows me, family included, knows that I am one who I go into shutdown. You know, everybody has a fight or flight response. Oftentimes, I'll take the flight response. Unless I'm really backed into a wall, I will fight. However, mostly when something's going on or something devastating has happened, I go into shutdown mode. I don't want to have any conflict with you. I don't want to talk to you. I go into shutdown. And that's the thing that the counselor will be helping address and work on, because it's not good. And even yesterday was a shutdown moment for me. I was dealing with a lot from staff members. I was going through it. Family situation's fine. Family's good. My home life is good. I'm getting ready to go on vacation again. At the grand scheme of things, I am truly blessed. But yesterday, like, for people who are healthcare professionals, the grief that we go through if you have a heart. I'll put it that way. My nurses know what I'm talking about. My therapists know what I'm talking about. My CNAs, anybody that's in the medical field, you get caregiver grief. We see so much going on. You guys, healthcare is the biggest crooks in America. And things that I see, the pain, the difficulties I see many of my patients going through, their family. I deal with physicians all day. I deal with nurses. I deal with family members, my staff. You're giving so many pieces of yourself to everybody that by the end of the day, you sometimes have nothing left to give to you. And it is a trying thing. And I'm just here because I want people to know you are not alone in any battle you're dealing with. And you too can get through it. I am also the one who most of my friends, family members, hell, even family members of my patients, everybody reaches out to Tamika, can we talk to you about this? While it's flattering and I feel good that people know they can come to me and receive comfort or help, I feel at times like, who do I go to? Who do I turn to when I'm going through? Yes, I am spiritual. Yes, I believe in God. And more often than not, I talk to him all day and night. But I need tangible. I need someone that's physically there. I need to be able to unload. And I don't always have that. So that's also another battle for me with battling anxiety. I am telling this story in hopes that even if I reach one person, I want you to know the struggle is very real and I get it. I get it more than you know. You are not alone. You can get through it. Talk to your doctors. Talk to family members. Talk to someone. Get the help you need. Don't be quick to go on the medications. I really prefer that you try to talk to someone, get you a counselor, a therapist, versus immediately having to go on medication. Unless you are someone who you just can't manage, and you have to be put on something to help because it's a true chemical imbalance in the brain, and you have to get something. I get it, but I don't recommend it. From me, I don't. I'm here for you. The battle is not yours. I'm living proof that you can get through it. You are truly not alone. I do any and every little thing that helps me to get through the day. I have people, you call it crazy, you call it whatever you want. I have stones. I believe in stones. I believe in sage in my home. While I'm praying, I sage. I carry stones in my pocket, my scrub pockets every day. Different stones. I can get on that another day and do a video on things about the energies and all that you receive off your stones. But I carry stones in my pocket, whatever will help me to get through, because I feel like we're all just one situation from breaking or losing it. And I do everything I can to maintain my sanity, because I have to be strong for my family who needs me. I have to be strong for my people at work who need me. I have to be strong and capable for my patients who need me. And I just want to live a life that's abundant and full. So please, you all, take this, use it for what you need, get what you can get out of it, and know that you are not alone in this battle. Black people especially, we have got to get off the stigma of mental health and that you just crazy. You ain't crazy. And we also have to get out of the whole, you got to pray that away. There are true chemical imbalances that go on, true physiological issues that go on in the body that are sometimes out of your control. So don't let someone tell you you shouldn't get help for anything. You get the help you need. Get the help you need. We can't be afraid to go seek treatment for things that we really need help with that you can't do on your own, because the battle is truly not yours. Okay? It's not yours alone. I love you guys. Feel free to ask questions. Let's discuss. Let's have a dialogue about it. Down in the discussion, down in the comments, let's talk about it. I'm an open book. Always have been. I'm just going through life the best I can, like anybody else, getting through and struggling with something. But my battle is almost over. It is almost over. Once they can wean me off this mess, I promise y'all I will be so much happier. But I definitely believe in seeking counsel, getting counseling, talking to people. You got to unload to somebody or you're going to explode one day. So be good to yourself. Certainly be good to others. I love you guys. Mwah.